So this is a second course, which is about more on the basic the church teachings from Asian perspective. Not I'm not going to dig in just the classic catechism, but there's some important issue like the faith and belief and religion, God, from the Asian perspective, from some other Western theology and study on religions together. So this is kind of introduction, or it's not only introduction, but it's also deal with some important contents. But you could take it as a starter. Um, yeah, let's take a look at the first images, many images. So you are required to pick one image. What is most the proper or make you feel comfortable image when it comes to religions or religiosity or being religious. So what is the photos or image which describe um, the religion? So that is the photo or picture which struck me as a kind of some realization of close to religion. So we have birds here, and also we have, I think this is a female, a senior female with many, what do you call, wrinkle on the face, on a face. And then maybe this, all of you are familiar in music. I think this is, there is some, what do you call this? Maybe light behind them. So you could take it the Maria or Jesus or just woman and baby. And this is a beautiful scenery. This is a rice field, paddy field under the gloomy weather. There's a lot cloud. And this is kind of a combination, some artificial uh, uh, pictures, some hands. I think it's just a small, not, uh, it's a kind of a tree. So it like a human take care of nature. It symbolized that way. And this woman is just expose herself in a very free way, without, you see, without hinder her or stop her anything. So she's enjoyed the shine and the sky. So she enjoy the sunshine in a very free way. And as you see this very much strong tide. Uh, what do you think of these pictures? And how about this? Very classical, traditional, the look of a religion. When it comes to religion, we immediately think of like this, and for Islam, and maybe this one is for Christianity. This one is Buddhism. Yeah, maybe this belongs to also Christianity. And this one is many different. Even you see this hat belong to Korea, I think. So maybe a different. He's Protestant pastors and Islam and Korean traditional religion, and also this is Judaism and Islam here. And also, how about this? The Kindle is when Kindle is quite a symbol all over the world. It's kind of, you see, um, it, it's light and uh, because of the small the candle, the light get over the darkness, things like that. So this is the Kindle. as a symbol of sometimes, many times, as a religious thing. And also, who is this? You know, who is this?
Dalai Lama.
Yeah, the Dalai Lama, right? How about this one? Very tall one. This is monk, Benedictine monk. He's, I think, is American, North American. Is Benedictine monk, Trappist monk named Thomas Keating. Thomas Keating is very well known scholars. This is not scholars. He's a monk, but very spiritual person. He's like the Dalai Lama. He uh, used to have of more than 8 hours. No, not 8 hours, but 6 hours, around the 6 hours for contemplation a day. So anyway, he died a couple of years ago, 2018 to be exact. And how about this one? You know who they are?
BTS.
Yeah, BTS. Thank you, BTS. Thank you. Why did I put these things? Because many people here even worship them or revere them or love them more love than this this one. It's not only love, but it's a worship. How about that? This one. How about this one? Among us, we have to indeed admit that any of you, if you anyone don't have anything related to this merchandise or products, I will give you, anyone give you maybe 1,000 US dollars. Maybe some of you somehow you are all related to this big group. Maybe start with this one, maybe small one, like you see this one, and yeah, but and your desire grow more and more, and you're tempted to desire to have this one, or uh, maybe this one, huh? Ferrari, and the people now, yeah, products under neoliberalism and the current the economic system is we are, if not slave, but we have to admit, indeed, to be honest, we uh, like it. Yeah, more than like it, more love it, indeed worship it. Kind of fetishism, the modern fetishism. I explain what fetishism means. So how about the Facebook? I think many of you related to this, except me. So I don't know how to do it. So sometimes I left some message, but I don't do this one. Anyway, this all the big companies, transnational company, control us. So somehow we submit to the all these big companies and whose products we're living it in daily. This image, you also requested to pick one most peaceful image to you. So before I told you, from here, most religious or something religious to you, most well described one. And how about from here, what is a peaceful image to you, most peaceful? How about these two? I think it's brother. I don't know, but they are not quite rich. Yeah, from their appearance, right? I think it's their refugees, but they facial expression is quite all right, right? Quite satisfied, full of satisfactory satisfactions. How about this one? I think that they are not a young couple. maybe a little bit old couple looking at the very calm, small pond and over the green field over here. There is some sheep, I don't know, but anyway, peaceful scenery. And the same here, similar. It's very comfortable and very much, yeah, feel very comfortable, right? I don't know. You had your childhood at the time you had this kind of experience. How about this one? This Korean noodle, yeah, in Japan and in China, same. I don't know in South Asia, but anyway, we have this. How about this one? It's typically Korean. There is some, steam here, right? Smoke. This that means it's very warm now. It's very warm. It's also there is some steam here. It's also you see one bowl of rice or one dishes of the noodle. Someone who really hungry, uh, that is the most attractive one, aren't they? All right, and the next two. This is you see uh, the most famous the picture when Second World War is over. The announcement was at the made at the time. The one couple, yeah, of course, the relationship is a lover and they kiss one another. Now they are here. He's, I think he's died. So I think he's a female or male. It's a little bit confused. Um, ah, according to the subtitle, the women died. Not it's a look like the women, but he's male. So the woman, this woman died. The kiss of the century. This is this is the title is a kiss of the century, ending the World War II, showing the kind of a symbol of ending World War II. She's brave enough in front of the um, armies, soldiers, and she picked on the flower on the gun, long gun. It's like this. Mm. So, what is the most peaceful image to you? And this one, and yeah, also candle here, and also mother and small baby, and a spoonful. He's now eating with a full smile. How about this old the couple? Not only baby is the symbols of peace, but yeah, maybe 40 to 50 years of their marriage, still they love each other, full of smile, and then maybe they are very much satisfied even if they die tomorrow. So it's also give us some peaceful mind, isn't it? How about this? You know what fruits are they? Persimmon. Persimmon. You don't have. It should be a cold area. The persimmon is grow, but I don't think South Asia or the Southeast Asia. I don't know. That I haven't seen this persimmon in that area. Anyway, this is all the leaves fell down, and after that, still the fruits that dangling on the branch of the persimmon tree. So it's to look quite cozy and look peaceful too. We have different story here now. Very much violent, and but you are not requested to pick up image among the most violent one. But I explain just uh, compared to contrast to the what we have seen right before. very much peaceful and very much religious, but now turned into the violent scene, which happened, I think it's last year. Yeah, last year, 1.5 years ago, Easter Sunday, 253 people killed, 400 injured from three church. I think it's as many. I think all three church Catholic. I think it's also Catholic church cathedral there. The four very you know very much. I think it's 5-star hotels or something like that. Not a small hotel. It's a very big and expensive hotels. The suicider terrorists and then attack those a church and parish, cathedral, and also hotels. This one, like how heavy it is. Look, is very heavy, right? He is now working into the one Catholic church in Negombo, Sri Lanka. Yes, those from Sri Lanka, right? You know where it is, where Negombo is. So one of terrorists, and then maybe you are wondering why terrorists attack not the Hindu as a majority in Sri Lanka, or no, Hindu is a Tamil, so it's not majority, it's a minority, at least in Sri Lanka. But Buddhists, not Hindu, but why is church? Is a big question mark. Still don't know. But if we think about relationship, political power, and the church power, especially Christianity, what is the role of Christianity? Considering relationship, hostile relationship between Hindu as minority and Buddhist singly as a majority. So that is the some you give us some hints about what the roles the Catholic Church, especially Catholic Church, play. And you look at ceilings, the whole the roof was gone off, and many people dying. Now, how about now? Yeah, it's happened just months ago. I think it's just months ago, less than months ago. You know, after this, what do you Charlie Hebdo is a very provocative the group of the cartoon media. It's not a name of person, that's kind of company media. Especially they published the cartoon. Is a symbolize. He's a symbolize Muhammad. Jesus Charlie. I am Charlie. To add a pardon, meaning you are all pardoned. So I don't know what this cartoon tried to say, but if he is just regarded as himself as a Charlie Hebdo, maybe should be pardoned everything. Like Hebdo, Charlie Hebdo, Mohammed also should be pardoned or something like that. We could just imagine. But this one is more provocative. This also symbolizes the Muhammad. So when the Charlie Hebdo published this cartoon, many Muslims so inserted from this. 2012, this cartoon was published. because he said fascist as is my ass or your ass, things like that. So it's a very much humiliate and insulted the Muslim people. So what happened now? The one who use this similar kind of the cartoon in which there is also Muhammad, and then he said, if someone among you, he told his student, I want to, use this cartoon for the freedom of expression. So if you feel disturbed, you can leave. But some of the parents are very much protest against this way of teaching. So after a few days after, maybe 1 week, he beheaded the teacher, beheaded by 18 years old boy. I think he's Chechen. He's not the Saudi Arabia people, person from Saudi Arabia, not from Asia, but the Russian the part of like the Chechen Republic country. Anyway, this happened again. So not only Charlie Hebdo not only attack at Muhammad or others, also who do you look like this? This is one of Pope. This is Benedict XVI. He's a Vatican. He's compared to the this one. So what is in English? I forgot. This is not mouse. It's
mole.
Yeah, very a thorn with a very much thorn and the Sony. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of Charlie Hebdo also attacked the Apollo 16 like this, and you are the mom in the Vatican, things like that. And also, he's the Korean, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. He Charlie Hebdo also attack this one, self-censorship, and it's a kind of also as Sony have some the he's now why Sony put here is Sony is kind of here a producer of movie. So whatever the producers movie, and then Sony leaks the fat ass of the big moron. You're now talking about Kim Jong-un, Pyongyang's killer. So in the name of the freedom of expression, Charlie Hebdo, although 12 of their staff were killed or beheaded, or but still, and also Macron and also support the Charlie Hebdo. So Arab countries and also Turkey and also Pakistan, many the leaders of Muslim world very much complain of his attitude, protect in and Charlie Hebdo's attitude. Anyway, I just show you from the what is a most religious the image, and then what is the most the peaceful image, and then very much contrast image by bringing up some Charlie Hebdo's the image, and also before that we've seen some terrorist attack on churches and hotels, and well, many people killed. So now we go into the humans and religion. By the way, it's will in the middle of, we cut half, because we will deal with this one next week too, or divide in two. So we're not going through whole PPT. So anyway, what is a religion? What is a peculiarity of a religion? Religion expresses the ultimate value of an individual or community. To make a unique argument accordingly. So yeah, its definition of religion, according to scholars, according to different religion, is different from one another. So it's religion dealing systematically with all religious phenomena of human as an area of themes of objective research. This talking about the religious studies. Religious studies is a systematically with deal with all religious phenomena of a human, which is a very recent one. Maybe 19th century or 18th century, not 18th century, this is 19th century, 20th century. So before that, what happened is there is no called religion. Religion is the son of the modernity. That means scholars on religions, they put the name of the religion, like for example, in India, before, they are not a Hindu, they are Brahman. You see, the Brahmanism. Brahman is the name of, you see, caste or some ultimate reality in Brahmanism. But after the scholar on religion, they put a name Hindus. Why? Because they living in this liver area. So those people who believe so many gods and living in this liver area, so they are Hinduism. So after that, they move from Brahmanism to Hindu. But Indian themselves, like those our friend living in India here, yeah, their ancestors, they don't know, indeed, they didn't know they are a Hindu. So this is kind of the name, it's coming out of the Western world, not the Asia itself. So anyway, so it is a very new attitude in human history to study the religious phenomena or religion as an objective learning, objective study since the 19th centuries. So study of religion and learning to understanding human religious characters. Human beings always try to seek and interpret the ultimate meaning. Why I living? Why my life is like this? What is the mean by my birth? What am I supposed to do? What is my life is all about? Things like that. So human being, unlike other beings or animals, human beings always try to seek and interpret the ultimate meaning of their lives, seeking to find some meanings of the pain when they are in pain, or a death, or life, giving birth, and also seeking immortality. I live longer. I live longer. Why you want to live longer? Things like that. And discovery of new meanings that you haven't felt in a daily life. This is what religion is about. And another definition, it's originally from Latin, religio. It has two meanings. One is reading again, relegere, Latin, meaning a word that express focus on the repeated recitation of a religious ceremony. When you have a religious ceremony, whether you are Buddhist or Hindus, Christian, it doesn't matter. The religion is kind of this kind of characteristic, reading again and again. The repeated recitations, some scriptures and things like that. So from the Latin religio, the legere, we have a trace back to the what is the mean by religion. And the second one is binding or tithing, a tying. Again, so it's kind of religare, is the same root, the word, but a different meaning. It's centered on the relationship between God and human. So a binding a human to God, and vice versa. So we have two different meaning traced back to the Latin religio. So this is, the definition of a religion according to the root letter of the Latin religio. So general definition: religions deal with the ultimate concern of a human. Ultimate concern. What is this? My ultimate concern, ultimate interest, ultimate, value of a human. Wilfred Cantwell Smith, he living in maybe 2000 until 2000. Yeah, he's the current era. He's our companion. He died 20 years ago only. So he's teach Harvard. He's quite a well-known the scholar on religion, especially Islam, but he's a Westerner. But he said fundamental meaning of religion has two different factors, like faith and accumulative traditions. Accumulative traditions including scriptures, rituals, all kind of languages, ceremonies, so on, but which is quite different from faith. So Cantwell Smith, when it comes to the religion, according to him, faith and accumulative traditions go together. So we'll deal with different perspective later on a little bit. So in the history of religion, many scholars on religions try to trace and they try to find what is the origin of religion. Most primitive religion, and then what is the most higher religions. That's idea because of the you see the Darwin, Charles Darwin. Who's Charles Darwin? He's the Charles Darwin, scientist, right? He's
that evolution.
Yes, yeah, evolution. Yes. He's the author of the origin of species.
Yeah.
You see, so and also enlightenment, and then this kind of make people think we have from the beginning of our history there should be a primitive religion, and then develop one step and further step and next step. So we have now what religion? Christianity, like a monotheism. So Christianity is the most developed religion. That is a evolutionary process. So we have to have a primitive religion like festism. So before I introduce festism, what is a festism? The ancient people, I don't like the word primitive because from my perspective, people have not much changed all the way from the ancient time up until now. So I don't use, I like to use that word, but anyway, as a I have to use it because I want to make it easier, make you understand easier. So anyway, you see, primitive the people in ancient time, they find make a skillful the products. So they are very fascinated by the artificial or natural, both that the material they love so much, and then loving so much is elevated to the worshiping. You see, that calls festism. Mhm. So whether it's natural or artificial object doesn't matter. They try to obsess it so that they have a power, things like that. So after that, we develop animism. Maybe you know what animism means. There's thousands, millions of spirits, all the rivers and trees, moons, and everywhere. So this is festism and animism, polytheism. Polytheism means there is a lot, thousands and millions gods, like in India. So we call the polytheism. And then after that, monotheistic deity, like there's a many gods or goddess, but this is a monotheistic, but not indeed a monotheism. There is a many gods in heaven, but it's not only a God. So now transcendental monotheism, like a Jewish, a Christian, and Islamic traditions, religious tradition. So this is kind of evolutionary process, like from what Charles Darwin developed. Uh, this kind of idea influenced much religions. So religious scholar take that achievement and apply to the this kind of uh, development of religion, which is wrong, proved wrong. Why? Because we primitive in the primitive religion also have a supreme God. So it doesn't prove that in primitive age, not only fetishism, animism, but also supreme God existence too. So it's this attempt is proved to be wrong. So uh, it's not a good way to articulate the history of the theory of the origin of religion. So one thing I ask you keep that in mind is like this: religion and religious phenomena always change with the times, with the people. Think about it. Christianity, like for example, Catholicism. Yeah, Catholicism in Korea, Catholicism in Indonesia, India. Of course, we have a same mass with a different language, different mother tongues, but they have indeed the religious sentiments, religiosity, or what you see the God is different because context is different. So, and 1,000 years ago, if there is the Christianity, and 1,000 later now, as of now, the Christianity it should be different, not the same as before. That's what I mean by this one. Religion and peace are not the singular, but the plural all the time. Religion is not religions. This is religions. It's plural. And peace also as plural. I put religion, the word of religion and peace together because uh, each and every religion teach peace, but not very much peaceful. That's one of main the theme we have to deal with here. Now I'm going to introduce Rudolf Otto. He's a very famous name is Newman or numinous experience. This simply means you see um, human person as a creature, you know. So as a creature, you face God, then you are very much feel hurt, feel fear, and so fear that you tremble, and even frightening. You see, yeah, think about Job and many cases in the Old Testament. The God in the Old Testament is not quite a moral being; it's just a more powerful, almighty being. You see, so the creature feelings here is Otto put it's like a numen or numinous experience, like a human as a creature, the creature feeling, the other, absolute other, God as an absolute other. Before that God as absolute other, human as a creature feel very small and small and small, so small in front of God. He or she is just feel nothingness of him or her. So that's the creature feeling, very attractive, the words. So when he or she in a Western world experience God in this way, is a typical way of Western people, according to Rudolf Otto, is the way of their experience of God. So in that context, God as a totally different others is not it's not similar to humans, but he's absolutely otherness, absolute other, which is very important one, who transcends everything, every worldly things. So experience of trembling, fear, frightening, whereas feeling an avoidable fascination at the same time. Not only the fear, but also very much attractive, very much fascinated, which is not avoidable, which is unavoidable. So that's the what Rudolf Otto called numen or numinous experience as a God, as the absolute other. How about the other person? Uh, he is also very much a famous one, Mercia Eliade. We have this one is Otto, Rudolf Otto. He's a mysterious person himself. He's suffered from some illness when he was in India a long time ago. He got ill there, and he's yeah, he's a very good scholar. And if you look at his best-selling author, Meaning of Religion. At the time after the Second World War, his book sold a fly. You know, his best-selling book is not novel, not easy reading book, but very difficult one. Not very difficult, but very heavy one. The Meaning of the Religion. But everybody hunger to seek the meaning of the our life under the miserable world where World War II ended. So many people okay, many people try to seek the meaning of their life under the miserable situation. That's why he's a little bit difficult read a book become a best-selling book. So another one is Mercia Eliade. He's also very much while the Rudolf Otto focus more on the holiness. Holiness is different from just everyday life, you know, holiness. But what Mercia Eliade put more sacred and profane. Another word, holiness and secularity. So this very much contrast. It is like a coin with two sides. You see, so he defined a religion is like this. There is another dimension which is sacred, that is breaks the routine, our daily life, which is profane or secular. So something experienced as other. So, but what's sacred and profane are a distinction that is recognized in everyday life. Although the something sacred and something secular or profane is different from one another, it's we could recognize in the daily life, like a church. Think about church in the urban areas. According to Mercia Eliade, church in the urban area itself is not sacred. It's not. But when you open the door and get into the world of church, the inside the church, that is sacred. You know what I mean? So maybe you have some habits from your older generation, your father or grandfather or grandmother. When you stand on the border, I mean the border of the door, then that is a kind of taboo. So you ask your father or grandmother ask you, order you, you step in the room or step out of the room, not standing on the just a border. That is the kind of a taboo from the way all the time from the Asian time. So the same is true with this one. So uh, in the city, even if in the city there is church, which is not sacred itself, but when you open up the door and get into it, then that is a sacred. Now you are becoming sacred. That is what sacred and profane means. So for Eliade, the nature of the sacred is an experienced reality, not cognitional or not epistemological the phenomenon. So the question of what religion is cannot be explained with the factual data or factual narrative. So it's an experienced one. Important is experienced one. And we have another one. Like let's skip this. Maybe Yahweh in the older statement, you see the super normal power. Many figures, religious figure, including Moses and Job, they experience God as supernormal power. Before I told you, so which is also completely different, totally different from human beings. Although Yahweh is not always moral, but himself is very much powerful, almighty. So maybe you could see that way, read Old Testament again, then you could find some difference between the God in the Old Statement and the God in the New Statement. Yeah, here we have Raimon Panikkar. I just stopped this my talk here because we are running out of time. So after that, we're going to deal with peace and religion together. The way of looking at Panikkars, Raimon Panikkar, he's Indian too. What is different between faith and beliefs? Faith, according to him, is a constitutive human dimension with all people, cultures, and religion, and does not have faith in a doctrine, concept, or Faith has little to do with doctrine, concept, or other things, but in the inexhaustible, inconsumable, unconsumable mystery. So faith has to do with mystery, God's mystery or myth, beyond the reach of the objective knowledge. So what is then a difference between a belief? Beliefs are mediated by many things, including doctrines, ideologies, rituals, and practice, and so on. So maybe the Panikkar's differentiation between the faith and belief is very similar to the you see the here the Cantwell Smith the articulation of faith and accumulative tradition, right? Accumulative tradition is also including beliefs. So through the scriptures, through practices, praying, all the rituals, but according to the Cantwell Smith, more important one is faith. Yeah, same is true of Raimon Panikkar. Panikkar is put more faith, not on the belief. The faith is more seeking in the inexhaustible mystery as a God, as an absolute truth, absolute reality, which is beyond the objective knowledge. And the belief is mediated one by ideology, rituals, practices. You got the point, I think. So no effective discourse without the shared symbol systems. So it says all the symbol systems here. He's died at 2010, 10 years ago. And he's lived more than 90s, 91, 92, yeah, 91. Is a very inspiring scholar, theologians, and so we deal with this. He said the experience is like a cosmic, a theandric experience. The Otto, Rudolf Otto's experience of God is what do you call numinous experience? Remember, God as the absolute other for the Rudolf Otto. But what about the Panikkar? His experience of God is like a cosmotheandric experience. Don't worry about this the language which he made up. A cosmotheandric experience. This word is a combination of three different words, like what is it? Cosmos, Theo, theology, God, anthropocentric is human. So cosmos as universe, and the Theo and the God, and andric and anthropocentrism, the human. So the God and universe and human are one. It's not separated from one another. They should be dealt as a one. So three coexists and interrelated relationship is crucial. So she said the historical period is finished, according to Raimon Panikkar, because we have a new consciousness, non-historical, meaning universe, and cosmos, historical, human, and the trans-historical, meaning the theology, God, things like that. So it's kind of emerging religious consciousness, so which is a little bit difficult, but it's a very important one, which is different from, totally different from what Rudolf Otto said. Rudolf Otto is more focused on power of absolute other as a God, but here Raimon Panikkar is everything put together, not everything. Three the germinal element, like the cosmos, God, and a human being. cannot be separate one another. So overcome and the dichotomy. What is the dichotomy? A division into two between the so-called natural. Yeah, forget about this one. So this way of understanding of God is quite different one another. Okay, let's skip this part. Let's give you the group discussion here. Pick one image for describing religion and peace, each best to you, and explain their relationship. Why you pick up that image, and then what is the relationship between the two? Maybe you just pick one, just one. Share among three. Share the difference between the faith and belief, or compare Newman with cosmotriandrism or cosmotriandric experience as a religious experience. Which one do you prefer or feel comfortable? Which kind of experience you are most feel for? And also, if there is known between the two, then what is your idea of God, experience of God? Explain your opinion.